Tell us what we're going to talk about.
Well, we are talking about the purpose of prosperity and what it is. And this is Bonnie and Claudia and Wit and Wisdom.
Yep.
And we are here to give you wit and wisdom.
We
By the way,
hope.
you've got a little fuzz. It
Oh.
might show.
I bet you didn't
There
see
you
that
go.
fuzz, but
Yeah.
that's good. Thank
Yes,
you.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Well, you have in the last few episodes talked about how God supplied for your daughter's college education and how he's more than enough.
Right.
And so we came across a great definition.
Yeah, and that was from this book, More Than Enough, which is on Amazon now by
Yes.
Dave and Bonnie Duell.
I just got my copy.
Yes. And so the definition that I wrote here on page 4 is prosperity is having enough of God's supply to accomplish God's instructions.
Do that again. That's really important.
Prosperity is having enough of God's supply to accomplish God's instructions.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, if he's giving you big instructions, then you will need a lot of prosperity.
That's so important.
Yes, it is.
And it's so the purpose, it surrounds fulfilling the plan of God to get the gospel into all the world. That's part of it.
Yes, that's part of it, because he just wants to bless you also,
Right.
to bless his
loves
people.
us.
He said to Abraham in Genesis 12, he said, I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing, and in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed.
Isn't that
Now
wonderful?
that was amazing.
And so
Abraham lived his life, and he knew God was blessing him.
yes, and he was blessed to be.
Yes,
A
to be a
blessing.
blessing.
Yes.
Yeah. Wherever we go, whatever we do, we're blessed to be a blessing. So that includes financial, it includes all areas of your life. And therefore
Prosperity
you can,
could be receiving a child that you couldn't
that
have,
right,
you
right,
know?
receiving a healing, receiving,
Healing of your mind.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
In every area of our life.
every area of life
Yes,
to be
don't
blessed
limit.
and prosperous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Be whole in Christ.
That's right, because that's what he desires for us, because we're his children. And then he said to his disciples before he left this earth, he said, go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. And that's a part of our mission
That's
on
right.
this earth, is to be blessed so that we can bless the nations of the world.
Talk about the one hand and the other hand.
Don Sims, a missionary from years ago who Dave had such a great time with,
Who's in heaven now?
who is in heaven now,
Having fun.
he said this, that we have one hand to receive from God, we have one hand to give, and we're in the middle, so we always have more than enough. Because
that.
we're giving, receiving from
It's
God.
coming
we're
through
giving,
us.
It's coming through
That's
us.
right.
And so we are well supplied for.
And so
And Don Sims is the one, I think I told this story before, but at a gas station in Greeley,
Yeah.
he jumped out of our car to get his credit card in the gas pump. Dave jumped out of his side to get his credit card in the gas pump, and they started
fighting.
because Don would take Dave's credit card out and throw it in across the gas station parkway, and then Dave would run and scramble for it and get Don's and throw it. And
I have not heard that
anyway,
story.
so pretty soon the clerk came out from the gas station attendant, and she said, if you guys don't stop this, I'm calling the police. She thought they were actually fighting. And I'm sitting in the car.
They were racing to be
A
the
blessing.
blesser.
Yeah, right.
I
And
know.
that's what we do when we are in a restaurant, when wherever we are, where we're with people, we want to be a blessing. And I have this story from last week. I had 15 family members here, and we were celebrating the fact that I'm selling this house, and they came to sort of say goodbye.
Aw.
And and they were in three of my siblings were in town. And so we got together, and some of the nieces came. They came from Utah, Wyoming, California, and
Wow.
Colorado, 15 of us. And so we were having such a great time, and we were going to go to a restaurant for our evening meal, but the flow was going, and everybody was just enjoying each other. There was not a negative word spoken. It was wonderful.
That
So
doesn't
I
always
said-
happen, does it?
no, no, not always. So I said, why don't we just stay here and order pizza? So we ordered pizza, and it didn't come, and it didn't come. And they were trying to call my phone. I'm out somewhere else without my phone because the delivery guy had been given the wrong address.
great.
Oh, it was so sad. But meanwhile, I said, we're going to bless who's ever delivering this pizza. And so I gathered up money for that, and we had $63 to give him as a tip. And I think Tamara went to the door and paid an hour and a half after we ordered.
Oh my goodness, it was cold.
Oh, yeah. No, it was not good. Anyway.
It was not good, she said.
That pizza guy said, you've made my day. I've been having such a rough day. And
Oh,
this
I
has
guess.
just blessed me greatly.
course.
But that's the purpose.
That's right, living to
Yes.
give, not giving to live.
Yes.
Living to give, how can I bless? And it's not
Right.
always with money. You can give a phone call.
Yes.
You can give a hug.
A text.
A text,
That's-
yes.
I do
You
text,
can give out
you
your
can
place in
call.
line. That's right. She doesn't want you to call. That's super.
Yeah, it is. So that's what we do with money. We use it to bless people, and we get blessed at the same time.
That's right.
So it has a mission, go into all the world. It takes money to travel the world with the
Yes,
gospel.
it does.
It sure does.
It's costing more and more these days.
And you're taking a team of 26 to Kenya
Yes.
next June.
That's
And you
right.
already found a group ticket.
Yes,
Or
but
is it open to more people? Or is
not
it
more
closed?
people, but if you could support the ones we have, that would be so helpful
Mm-hmm.
because they're volunteering, taking their own vacation time, to go and bless the children.
Right. What
So,
children?
the children of Petra School on the Rock in Nairobi, in the slums of Nairobi, Kenya. The school we built with people give gifts like this, people with a heart, and over 1,000 children are receiving their ticket out of severe poverty, which is
Yes.
an education
Yeah.
and some nutritional help.
Right, because the government doesn't help them in Kenya.
Right, torchgrabafrica.org.
Yes,
Yep,
that's
that's
who's helping them. And if you've ever been to a slum, the slums in Kenya, it's atrocious that people have to live like they do. And what Claudia has done in building a school building and providing for these wonderful teachers and so forth, and the food for the students, is to help them come to a place where they will never have to live in a slum area.
Exactly. They can be blessed then to be a
Yes.
blessing.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Not just be victims.
Right.
But victorious and be leaders in their country.
Yeah,
Yeah. A hope
So-
and a future.
a great way to spend your money.
God
Okay.
bless you.
Love you all.
Yeah.